Hello everybody, I do hope you're well. It's Ashley here from Paper&Twine and the virtual coffee shop is open. Barry is skulking around somewhere. I might tell you a little bit about Barry in a minute. What am I on to talk about today? Well, it is that time of month, October the 1st, I am going to do an October reset. Before I do that, would you like to see a little trip that I had to London last week? It is Wednesday, the 25th of September. It's just after 9 o'clock and I'm very excited because I'm going on the train with my friend Jules to London. I'm going to take you with me. We're not doing any sightseeing. We're actually going to the theatre. We're going to go and see a matinee performance of Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett, which is a classic 20th century, excuse me, work of literary theatre craft. I'm very, very excited. It's been an absolute age since I've been to London. I can't even remember. Because the play is on at the Haymarket, which is near Leicester Square. It's between Leicester Square and Covent Garden. I think we're going to be spending quite a lot of time around that area. I am hoping to go to a stationery shop called Choosing Keeping, which I've seen other YouTubers do little tours of, so I'm hoping to go there. If I do, I'll take you with me. So no sightseeing like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace and all that kind of jazz, but try and get a little bit of footage of the day. I've got sock knitting and starting a brand new pair of socks for Dee Dee's Crafts. So Dee Dee, Denise, if you're watching, I'm casting on your husband's socks. You may see footage of that in this little mini vlogette. So Jules and I went to see, as I probably said in those clips, a play called Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. It was an amazing production. A real tour de force for the actors. There's only there's 5 actors in the whole play, and 2 of them are on stage for the whole time. Lots of lines to learn. Ben Whishaw was one of the main characters. I haven't got the programme to hand and I can't remember the other guy. Mickey Flanagan was sat in the audience a couple of seats, couple of rows ahead of me and my friend. But it was a long day, an expensive day. Oh, money was spent. Yes. Did you notice in the opening clip that there was a little coffee shop called Barry's? So that's where Barry's been. He had set up a competing establishment, but he was so out of his depth, it's actually gone bust. So he's come back here scuttling with his tail between his legs. And I hope he's looking after you, because he got a little bit big for his own boots, being his own boss. I have given him a bit of a pay rise. Soup of the day today is beef borscht. Very hearty, just what we need for this grey, damp, fairly cold weather. Yes. So, we are here to talk about my October reset, as I said, and have a little reflect on how I did in September. I can see you now. That's better, isn't it? Oh, happy mail there going out. Prizes for Jodie Pike, aka Mrs. Fox, and for Dee Dee's Crafts. I'm working on a prize for you, Amber, which hopefully will go in the post tomorrow. I've also got over there some, which you'll have seen yesterday. No, you won't have seen those bits. Oh dear. I took part in the Oak House Journal tag swap, and mine have gone in the post at long last. So yesterday you may have seen what I received from the 3 absolutely amazing crafters. I'll try and link that up there, but I'm not very good at that. If not, I'll link it in the description box. Anyway, I'm wittering on already. So my goals for September were to cut down on alcohol. Did I achieve that? Well, I think for 3 weeks I did. The first week, certainly, I was very good. I just drank on the Saturday and the Sunday. The second week, I was meeting a friend for coffee, and I had Prosecco in the place that we were meeting up. She was late, she was delayed. So I'd got my knitting, thank goodness, and I had a couple of Proseccos, which is an alcohol-free Prosecco. And then I'd had a bit of a day, and I thought, I'm going to have a glass of wine. So I did drink that week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think the following week I also drank Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Last week, oh, what with going to London on Wednesday, my friend Jules encouraged me to have some wine. I would have coped with just 1 small glass of wine at lunchtime. But she said, oh, let's have another one. So, yeah, I did. And we had some wine in the evening with our pizza in Leicester Square. And then I'd had a bit of a day on Thursday, so I drank Thursday. Friday was very stressful, so I drank Friday, and I drank Saturday, and I drank Sunday. So I have cut down, and the intention was to never cut out, but I think we could do a little bit better on that. I think if I was giving myself marks out of 10, perhaps 5.5, 6 out of 10. The next goal was to cut out processed sugar in the form of cakes, sweets, chocolate and biscuits. And I can give myself a 10 out of 10 on that. I am really pleased. Yeah, and I have got some chocolate that I can dig into today. I've got a lovely bar of Milka chocolate that the gorgeous Judith Norfolk sent me in some Happy Mail. And I've got a box of some vegan chocolate truffles from a brand called Bouja Bouja, which I'm going to share with Pete. They were from my friend Kerry. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try and... I'm not going to ban it this month, but, well, I'll come on to that in a minute. That was good. That was good. One of the other goals was to try and afford a haircut. Now, I haven't specifically set money aside, but I have got money for a haircut. And please, I've put a comment on my community post, keep it long or go short. It's Tuesday, as you're seeing this, Tuesday the 1st of October. I actually have got an appointment for tomorrow, Wednesday the 2nd of October, which incidentally would have been my dad's parents' birthdays, both of them. My granddad was born in 1910, so he would have been 114 had he still been alive. And my grandma was born in 1914, so she would have been 110. Is that right? Did I say that right? 114 and 110. I found a gorgeous little photograph of my granddad, a passport photo, and I don't know what I've done with that. I'll show you that another time. Some people that have seen it have said that they can see Harry in him, or I can see my granddad in Harry, if that makes sense. So yes, we are having a haircut on Wednesday, and that is going to be spendy. I am having it coloured as well. I will keep the colour a surprise, unless I've mentioned it already in another video. Yeah, but comment in the comment section or on my community page, keep it long or keep it or go short. Some of you have said that long is a little bit more versatile, because you can start to tie it back and pin it up a bit. And if you're new here, you may not know that I'm a cancer survivor. I've had cancer on 3 separate occasions, and I've had 2 separate cycles of chemotherapy. Thankfully, I didn't need it this time round, and it has left my hair the worse for wear. I used to have really thick, strong hair, and now it's fine, fly away, and I have got male pattern baldness. So I'm a little bit self-conscious about that, which leads me on to one of the other goals, which was to care less what I look like. I started this video being very vain and not wearing my glasses, and I couldn't see you. And I'm due an eye test during this month, I think, if not in November. And my glasses are really expensive because I've got astigmatism in both eyes, and I need the varifocal lenses, and the lenses are really thick on these glasses, so only certain types of frames suit my prescription, if that makes sense. And I don't like wearing glasses. I think they're very aging on me. I wish I could find a pair that really suit me. So no, I think I still need to work on caring less what I look like. So that's going to be ongoing. One of the other goals was to take my dad to Cornwall to visit some friends. We didn't manage that in September. We were hoping to go, I think it was the weekend of September the 17th or something like that, or 15th, but our friends were busy, and then they'd already got people going and staying with them, and then those people couldn't go for whatever reason. So our friend said, yes, you can come, but then her husband was working pretty much all weekend. He's a professional musician. He's a classical clarinet player, and he'd got a concert in London, I think. So part of the point of taking my dad to see these friends in Cornwall is that he sees our friend David, and if he wasn't going to be there, wasn't not much point. So we have a date in the diary for October. I'm really looking forward to it. Fingers crossed it's still on, and I'll take you with me. So we've managed that. So let's have a look at our, I'm going to tick off on here. So I'm going to do half for that, half for target 1. Yes, we did that. That was good. Yes, we did the haircut. Yes, we're arranging to take Dad to Cornwall. I've done half of the caring less what I look like. And then the final one was try to get back to better financial habits. I've completely failed on that. I've had a little bit of money in my pocket, and it's like, oh, it was really expensive when we went to London. So went to this gorgeous place that you saw that was called Plumes, and it's a little chain of independent wine bars, and they called this one a speakeasy. Downstairs was amazing. I wish I'd taken my phone with me. I'd left it upstairs. downstairs was the actual speakeasy bit. The decoration was amazing. Everything was to do with feathers, which is why it's called plumes. And in the little toilet that I was in, downstairs in the basement, the fire grate from the open fire in the old days was stuffed with all the toilet rolls, which was a really nice touch. But they played bird song in the toilets. It was amazing. And their other venues, they've got one in Borough, I think, which is called Finch. Yeah, they're all bird themed. And the guy, he was a really interesting guy, that he was one of the owners. He said that they're opening a place outside Reading that's going to be a wine bar with a theatre, and they're going to have a vineyard. So some kind of rural place. So I must follow them on Instagram, because they were really amazing. Yeah, and this guy was a theatre producer, and he's won an Olivier. That was really interesting. But no, I have not got back to financial habits. In this wine bar, it was £9.50. That wasn't the cheapest wine on the wine menu, on the wine list. It was £9.50 for a 175 millilitre glass. Well, I pay £9 for a 250 ml in Bacco Lounge on a Wednesday when I'm drinking in the week. So that was spenny. I think the lunch between us, which was gorgeous, we both had a hot dog of sorts, and we shared these fries. They were like potato wedges, which were had lightly drizzled over a lemon garlic mayo. It wasn't like swimming in the mayo. And some kind of ketchup flakes. So it wasn't like having a sloppy ketchup. It was like chili flakes, but ketchup. And then absolutely swimming in parmesan. Oh my God, they want to die for. So yes, the diet's not going very well, guys. But I think we spent £40 each on that, with 2 glasses of wine each. It would have been cheaper to have a bottle. So we spent 40 quid on 4 glasses of wine. And then it was like 30 quid each for our evening meal. We shared a pizza, because I was still stuffed from what we'd eaten at lunchtime, and we shared a bottle of wine. Then we went to that Gudrun Surgeon, or whatever her surname is. She's got a shop near 7 Dials, and I bought a dress from there, ostensibly for school. But it is a classic dress that will last me forever. And I tried on the small, and it fit perfectly around the waist, because a lot of her clothes have got, you know, positive ease built in. But this size small dress was too tight across the bust. So I got a medium, which is really good for my psyche. But I'd like a petticoat to go with it. So the dress was kind of like mid-calf length. Yeah, between the knee and ankle. And then there's a petticoat that you can get to go with it, but they hadn't got the colour that I wanted, and they're in stock in later this month. So I'm going to order one of those, because I think that'll be really useful. And again, it's something that will last me forever. And I was really good. I got the dress in a colour that's going to go with the wrap that I plan to knit myself. So yes, I have not got back to better financial habits, because as I say, I've had a little bit of money in my pocket. So I've been talking for ages. Let's move on now to what my October reset goals are. So it's about 10 to 12 as I'm filming this, and I am going to aim to drink 2.2 litres of water a day. I've been struggling to drink my water. I think as the weather is getting cooler, it's harder to drink just room temperature or cold water. So I've got this 2 litre bottle that I take to work with me, and you can see that today I'm on the 1 p.m. bit. So I need to drink one of these and a little bit extra. Something came up on my Facebook feed. It was a diabetes diet, and it's one of these things that you have to pay an app. And I went through all the questions, and they give you some free information, but if you want the whole thing, you have to pay. And it's 27 pence a day is the cheapest option. 27 pence a day for an app, no thank you, because I know what I should be doing. But what I did gauge from that is that my metabolic age is 61, and I need to lower it, because I'm not 61. And so one of the ways that I can do that is to be more active, which I definitely need to be, but it's suggested that I drink 2.2 litres of water a day. And that's going to help continue to improve my skin, which has gone a bit red again of late, even though I'm not eating all that processed sugar. What was I saying? Yeah, so that is a goal, is to drink 2.2 litres of water a day. It also suggested for me to lose weight that my calorie intake should be somewhere between 1150 and 1300 calories a day. Now I think I'm eating way more than that. So I'm going to be mindful of what I'm eating, because my secret diary of a serial dieter goal is to get below that 160 pounds. So I think when I weighed 2 weeks ago, I was 161 pounds. I don't think it's going to be a massive weight loss this month, but I did say I would like the scales to say 150 something. So if we can get to 159, that would be good. So I'm going to continue to try not to drink in the week. I don't think I've got anything happening this week that's going to prevent that. Oh, yes, I am going away at the weekend, which could be a problem in terms of food. So I'm going to be eating out Friday night, and I'm going on my yarn retreat, my Woolay Lay Family Yarn retreat this weekend. So I'm going straight from school on Friday and staying Friday night and Saturday night. So we're eating out Friday night and Saturday night. So there'll be food that is outside my control. But I'm so excited about that. Yes. So I'm going to continue to curb my alcohol intake. So I'm not going to have anything until Friday this week. My third goal, I've kept it to 6 again, because I think that's doable, is to open up a separate account in my, got hiccups, in my bank account, and I'm going to save £200 a month. So I'm earning about, my take-home pay, I'll be quite transparent with you, my take-home pay is about £1,250 a month, and that includes my theatre train wages. No YouTube income, because that's sporadic and I earn pennies on that, and I have to wait a long time until I get paid anything. So about £1,250 a month. And out of that, I've just seen the blooming squirrel climbing the tree. Out of that, I'm lucky that Mr. Paper&Twine pays all of the major bills. He pays what's left on our mortgage. He pays the gas, the electric. I pay the television licence. And exciting news, he did buy me a car. I am the proud owner of a little Mazda MX-5. It's old, it's 13 years old, but it looks immaculate on the outside, and it's fairly immaculate on the inside. It's got black leather interior, it's silver grey, and it's only got 25,000 miles on the clock. So out of that £1,250 a month, I've got to pay for the fuel for my car and my car insurance. My car insurance has gone up only £10 a year, not even £10 a month. So I'm really lucky with that. So yeah, out of that, I buy my clothes. I do buy food. It's my entertaining budget. I go out once a week for my knitting. So yeah, but I think I should be able to. It's amazing how the money goes. I have got to sit down and work out a proper budget, and I am going to track my spending this month, I think, and get back to you, and we will see if I have actually put my money where my mouth is and opened an account with £200 in it. And I'm going to look at any extra that I've got left. Let's say at the end of the month, I've done what I want with my money. I've put my £200 aside. I've paid for my TV license. I've paid my car insurance. What else do I pay monthly? I've got my Etsy shop fees, although I think that's going to be, I'm going to close my Etsy shop. I haven't sold anything in 2 years. It's ridiculous. I'm losing money. I pay the window cleaner £15 a month. This pet insurance, that's gone up a lot. That is £42 a month now for my cat. But it is a good premium. It is a good plan. What else do I pay? I'm trying to think what else comes out monthly. Contact lenses. I might put that on hold for a couple of months because I have got 8 pairs. I've got monthly disposables and they work out at £1 a day. So I might put that on pause for a little bit because I've got enough to last me a while because I'm not wearing them very often. Yeah, so I'm going to really look at the financials. My 4th target for October is to start prepping for Christmas. Oh, I didn't even finish what I was saying about the money. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. So let's say after I've paid everything, and let's say I happen to have £300 a month left in my bank account, I'm going to take 150 of that and dabble with things like premium bonds, national savings, I think they're called now, because there is a small chance that you might win. They don't pay any interest like a building society or bank savings account might, but there is a chance that you might win a prize, and you don't lose anything other than perhaps, you know, if inflation's high. And also look at, and I'm going to get my son Harry to help me with this because he started doing this and he's really good at it, buying a few little shares, investing in some companies here and there. You know, not massive amounts, but start small and see where that takes me. And again, I know there's risk involved in that, but I've got my £200 a month, which is going to be safe. And, you know, interest rates have gone down again, haven't they? But, you know, I might get 3% interest on that or something. And then a little bit of national savings. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So as I said, the 4th target is going to be to start prepping for Christmas. And that's going to be stocking things for my kids. It might be looking at menus and maybe making some food for the freezer that can come out for Christmas Eve dinner or whatever. Yeah, but start prepping for Christmas. We need to make Christmas cards. And, oh, I'm pledging, you heard it here, I didn't send any cards last year. I didn't send any cards at all. I think I did one for my mum and dad. Well, one for my mum, one for my dad, and one for Pete's parents, and immediate family like my sisters and Pete's sister. That was it. So yeah, making Christmas cards, and I'm going to make my Christmas cards out of all scraps. I am. 5th on the list is to look after my skin more, not just my face. I'm hopeless at looking after my skin. I have got a product that I'm going to invest in for my skin, and it's supposed to help with reducing redness. And I can't remember what it's called, but when I get it, I might do a time lapse of whether it actually works. So I'm going to look after my skin more. I'm going to look at my décolletage because that can be very aging in a woman. And just look after the whole of my skin more because I am getting old lady skin. Then finally, oh, you'll be glad. I'm going to catch up with old friends, and I have actually made a start with that. So very excitingly, when I was at university, there were 4 of us that were really good friends. There was me from Birmingham, Nikki from Bewdley in Worcestershire, Tracy from up north in Yorkshire, and Jude, who was from Wolverhampton. And I've seen them off and on over the years. Jude was the last person I saw, and she and I were really good friends. Nikki and Tracy were really good friends, but the 4 of us used to hang out quite a lot. And I reached out to Jude at the weekend. We were friends on Facebook, and I think the last time I saw her was January 2018. And she doesn't live that far away. She still lives near Wolverhampton. So, you know, it's an hour and 10 minutes away, tops. And sadly, we were going to a family friend's funeral, me, my mum and dad, and we went independently. And where this funeral was taking place was close to where my friend Jude lives. And I got in touch and said, I'm going to this funeral on this day. I know it's short notice. Are you around? It'd be lovely to catch up. She said, come and stay the night. So I went and stayed the night with her, and it's just, you know, when you've got friends that go back all that time. I mean, I've known her, 41 years. You've got friends that go back all that time, and you just pick up as if it's never as if you saw them yesterday kind of thing. There's no awkwardness. So anyway, I reached out at the weekend and said, fancy a catch up in Brum. She knows that I've had cancer again. And she said, yeah, that'd be great. And anyway, I'm meeting up with her next Monday. So the 7th of October. So we're meeting in Brum for a little spot of lunch. So there might be a drinky poo then, because I should go on the train. So yeah, so those are my 6 goals for my October reset. Comment down below, how do you think I've done this month, and what do you think I might struggle with in the month ahead? And who knows, next time you see me on camera, my hair might look different. Thank you so much. Barry says hi. Oh gosh, did you just hear him clattering all the pans? I hope he looked after you. I've really enjoyed this little chat with you. Do take care, everybody. Bye now.